Xbox on.
You got the score. Whoa, gyro. Ooh, gyro. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Hey, put on the pressure, gyro, fling on the heat. Kill a man, gyro, rule the street. Put on the pressure, gyro, fling on the heat. If you test gyro, make your life to complete.
What's up, YouTube? This is Cooking with Doug. And you see here I got my Power Pressure Cooker XL on the left and my Cook's Essential Air Fryer on the right. This evening I'm gonna make me some Power Pressure Jamaican style rice and peas and some air fryer jerk chicken, all American style. Now my parents are Jamaican, so I don't want to hear it. We're going to need quite a few ingredients, but most definitely to make my jerk chicken, you might want to run to your supermarket and get some jerk seasoning. That's just the easiest way. And you gotta, these are small kidney beans I have. I boiled them in this container for about 2 hours. I mean, I put hot water in there, boiling water in there. And let it sit for 2 hours. Well, actually, I did it for 1 hour, then put some more fresh hot water in there and let it sit for another hour. Or you can just put them in cold water overnight for 8 hours or so. You're definitely going to need some allspice. And in fact, before I forget, let me go ahead and crush this up right now. I put a few in here. I'm not going to use all of them, but I'll just save the rest for next time. You're going to need it both for the jerk chicken and the rice. So, alright, and make sure you discard any scraps of this anywhere because this is very, very potent. Next up, I'm going to skin my chicken drumsticks and put some marinade on it. I'm not going to marinate it for too long. I definitely recommend you marinate yours for even up to as long as overnight, at least for 2 hours, but I'm going to marinate mine for about 10 minutes. Before I wash them, I skin them. So, I don't know if you do that, but this is how I do it. I just take it off like that and then put it in a bowl to wash. So I'm going to do the rest of them. Now, of course, you don't have to take the skin off the chicken, but me personally, I don't understand why anyone would keep it on it. I don't know. That's just me. So let's go ahead and wash it off. Now I'm just going to pour some apple cider vinegar on it. Something I like to do. And I just rub that in it as well. Of course, that's also optional, but definitely wash your chicken. Alright, we transfer it to a new bowl. So now we're going to start to build our marinade here. So I'm going to first, believe it or not, put some soy sauce in there. Gonna put some Heinz 57 in there for coloring. Go ahead and put some allspice in there. Sprinkle some in there. So we're going to rub it all in and let it sit for a little bit. So it should be good. Yeah, that's about enough. Some ginger. Some hot banana pepper juice. That's optional as well. You don't have to do that. But this is jerk chicken. Black pepper. Cayenne pepper. And finally, some jerk. We're gonna mix this all together now. Alright, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator and let it sit for about 10-15 minutes. And then we'll just start on our rice. Okay, now for the rice, first thing you would want to do is chop an onion. You don't have to do such a super duper job on the onions because the power pressure cooker is just going to disintegrate the onions anyway. And you're going to put this directly on the bottom. In fact, you can put that, I'll put it in right now. You put it in right at the bottom of your power pressure cooker. I cut up 3 or 4 scallions or green onions, whatever you call them. Go ahead and throw this in there as well on top of the onions. This is what we're looking like in the power pressure cooker so far. No biggie. Let's go ahead and sprinkle some black pepper. Right there. Cayenne pepper. Put some ginger in there. Pretty much similar to what we put in the jerk chicken, minus the jerk. I don't have fresh thyme leaves, so I'm just going to use what I saw in the supermarket. I'm just going to put a little bit of that. I wish I did have some fresh ones. It's just like a pinch in there. And we're going to put our allspice in there. 2 pinchfuls. Make sure you don't, if you can put it in, you didn't have to crush them like I did, but if you don't crush them, make sure you fish them out, you know, when it's done. You don't want to bite into that. Alright, let's wash out our beans. Get this. Alright, we're going to go ahead and wash this all. Next, you want to fish through them to look and get anything that looks weird like this, or you know, any rocks or whatever. And you just dump the beans right on top. Oh, I just saw one. Okay guys, I got my Uncle Ben's rice. I'm probably going to do a little bit over a cup of rice. Yeah, I did slightly over a cup. So you dump that in. Smooth that out. I know this is weird guys, but yes, we're gonna need some coconut milk. I'm pouring about a cup of the coconut milk. Then I'm gonna put some water in there. About a cup of water. We want to make sure it's submerged in water or liquid, whichever. Put a little more. Yeah, that looks to be about right. For last licks, before I put my oil in there, I'm gonna put some bell pepper juice in here. And throw like 2 or 3 bell peppers on the top, just for fun. And now we're going to add our oil. Just a smidge of oil. Yep, that should be enough. And we're going to mix, just do a quick mix. Sure it gets all in there. Yeah, that looks about right. All right. All right, guys, finally, we're ready to go ahead and get this thing started here. I'm gonna do it for 9 minutes. Usually I do it for 8, but since I got the beans in there and a lot of onions, I'm gonna go ahead and do it for 9. All right, I got my air fryer tray out. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my chicken in. 5 pieces should fit in here. I got 5 pieces in here before, so. And what I might do is just base it again with the extra juice that's in here. Just make sure everything is based. All right. Yeah, let's pretty much just put the extra on there. All right. All right. Put it for 360 for 25 minutes. And I'm gonna flip it halfway. This is beautiful, guys. Look at them working together. Well, finally the Power Pressure Cooker XL is coming up to pressure. You can see my chicken is already at 17 minutes from 25. It takes a minute for that to happen, unfortunately, but it's all good. It's all good. I love my Power Pressure Cooker XL. So any second now, you'll see that it will say 9 minutes, and then we will start the countdown. I gotta tell you, that chicken is smelling awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, we're up to pressure. So where are we at with the chicken now? How many minutes? 15. So I'm gonna flip the chicken. I'll be back in probably 3 minutes to flip the chicken. I wanted to flip it at like 12 minutes or 13, whatever. All right, I'm gonna take this out and I'm going to flip these drumsticks. See how they look. Looking good, looking good. Let's go ahead and flip them. All right, I flipped them over. This is what they look like. I add a little bit of sauce on them, on the dry spots. I'm going to tell you a secret. When I flip it, I usually add some black pepper. It makes it look so sexy when it's done. It just sticks right on there and looks so awesome. But let me put it back in. Oh, 2 minutes left. Okay. Got 10 minutes left there, but we're done over here. So let's go ahead and release the steam. Alright, we're all done. Chicken has 4 more minutes, but we're done with the rice. So let's take it off and see what we got. Alright. Let's try and get a little closer. Okay. So let's dig in and see what we got. Alright. Okay. Yep. Let's go ahead and plate this bad boy. Not bad. Smells yummy. Now, I just tasted it and realized I forgot to add one thing. So I have to add salt to mine. Make sure you add salt to yours. But I like adding salt at the end anyway, because this way you can just, if you add too much salt in the beginning, then you're done already. You know what I mean? So let me mix this up. Finally. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. See that, guys? Now that's jerked. Woo, smells good. All right, and that's what it looks like in a container. The amount of rice I did, so you can gauge it for yourself. That, as you can see, that's more than enough for me. In fact, I'm going to have to probably freeze half of it. Yeah, food save and package and freeze it. Freeze half of that, because that's way more than enough. But just wanted to give you an example of how much that is. Yep, we'll just throw that in the freezer. Alright, so this is what it looks like in my container. I took out half of the rice and put it in my freezer, as you saw. And now I'm going to plate it and have some in front of you. Well, that was a workout. You pour me some juice, lemonade. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's get to it. There it is, guys. Alright, let me take a swig. Okay. The asparagus I just put in the microwave. I could have air fried it, but I'm hungry. So this is the rice. I'm seeing. So good. You don't have to do it for 9 minutes. You could do it for 8 minutes. And I wouldn't use as much coconut milk as I did for the amount of rice I did. You don't have to play around with that. Let's taste this. Good, but most importantly, let's take a look at this. Let's take a bite. Oh yeah. This pepper is coming from everywhere. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is yummy, guys. Well, anyway, hit like if you like it. Remember to subscribe. If anything, thanks for just looking at my video. It's cooking with Doug.